In today's video, I am going to take you shopping with me to Walmart. And the purpose of this video is to help you choose a brand of dog food. Now, it is going to be extremely hard for me to dissect and analyze the thousands of dog foods that are on Walmart's website, but I am going to give it a very good shot. Really, I'm going to give it a very good aim. The video is going to be quite long, so sit back, relax, and come shopping with me. We are going to get straight into it, and we are going to go into the website. We are now on the website. You can see me the top right hand corner of your screen, and the first thing I want you to understand is that manufacturers cannot really lie in the ingredients list. So for example, with pedigree, you see that the dog is lovely, is a golden retriever, and the actual food here is incredible. I mean, look at that steak and look at those veggies, look at the vegetables. Grilled steak and vegetable flavor. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I would highly recommend you actually read the ingredients. And I'm not saying the ingredients that they put here. As you can see, they say no high fructose corn syrup, which is good, no artificial flavors, and no added sugar. And that's very, very good. In reality, though, whenever we look at the ingredients you can see are very, very poor, in my opinion. We have ground whole grain corn, we have meat and bone meal, whatever meat and bone meal is. We have soybean meal, we have animal fats, which again, they're very, very unspecific. We have no idea where that fat is coming from. Is it coming from chicken? Is it coming from beef, from lamb, from sardines? We do not know. We have no idea because they do not tell you. We then get into the corn gluten meal and natural flavors, etc., etc. Chicken byproduct meal, whole wheat, brewer's rice. The list of ingredients, in my opinion, is not suitable for a dog at all. If the first ingredient is ground whole grain corn, I wouldn't look any further. Let's carry on seeing, and there's this one here, for example, which is Allroyd. Allroyd, complete nutrition, T-bone and bacon flavor. Beware of things like bacon flavor or natural flavor or with whatever, with the nomenclature with something, and that's not something that's very a very good indication of the quality of the food, in my opinion. And you can see here on the ingredients, we see ground whole grain corn. Again, that's the first ingredient. Corn is inflammatory, is a high glycemic carbohydrate, is a highly processed ingredient, and our dogs have a very hard time digesting it. We then go into meat and bone meal, which again, very, very unspecific. Soybean meal, rice bran, animal fat, poultry byproduct meal, etc., etc. In reality, you don't really know what you are feeding your dog. You have no idea what you're feeding your dog whenever you look at these ingredients. So this is another food that would not be suitable for your dog, especially if your dog has any sort of allergies, suffers from any sort of health issues. These sort of foods aren't very, very good. So yeah, definitely not. There's a few ingredients you really need to pay attention to. There's again the very high glycemic carbohydrates. We see a lot of like rice, wheat, barley, corn, soy, animal byproducts, natural flavors, animal fats. Those are way too unspecific. So if you have a dog again with an allergy or with any sort of condition like pancreatitis or diabetes, by feeding them too much corn, those extra calories, those extra carbohydrates are going to convert into fat, into triglycerides in the liver. And so that's something I wouldn't be feeding my dog. And by the way, if you are interested for free in knowing what your dog's best food should be, you can download our free ebook below. Click in the link in the description. Let's look at Purina, right? And again, we have the moist and meaty steak flavor. Again, we have the steak flavor. The ingredients, though, beef byproduct, not beef, but beef byproduct. Not something I'm too keen on. Soy flour, soy grits, high fructose corn syrup, water, wheat flour, corn syrup, beef, phosphoric acid, etc., etc. And this is a bit like your dog eating McDonald's every single day, and you wondering why your dog feels maybe lethargic or puts weight on, or it's not in the best health, because you are feeding your dog a lot of high fructose corn syrup. Not the best, you know. Let's look at Rachel Gray. We have the Nutrish real beef and brown rice recipe. There's a brown rice can be tricky, because if it's 1, 2, 3% of the recipe, it could be okay. But if it's like half the bag, I'm not a massive fan. Let's look at the ingredient. Beef and beef meal. Yes, okay, I like beef and beef meal as the first ingredients. I always welcome those. But then we get into soybean meal, whole corn, grain sorghum, dried peas, chicken fat. At least on this occasion, we know the fat is coming from chicken. Pea starch, brown rice, plain beet pulp, corn protein concentrate, natural flavors. Again, this is a very subpar sort of dog food, and this is not something I would like for my own dog. IAMS, how topical. IAMS, very popular food. If you look at one particular brand, that brand, all the modalities, all the different foods they make will be similar. They won't be identical, but they'll be similar. So be wary of that. The first ingredient is real chicken, and that is good. But again, we are looking at the ingredients. So the ingredients are chicken. Chicken is the first ingredient. We applaud that. We like that. We welcome that. But the second ingredient is ground whole grain corn again, and ground whole grain sorghum. Chicken byproduct meal. Again, it's not chicken, but chicken byproduct. What the hell is a chicken byproduct meal? You know? Okay. And I'm in the industry, by the way, and I'm not really a fan of these ingredients myself. So dried plain beet pulp, natural flavor. Again, natural flavor. We don't really know what natural flavor is. Is it coming from chicken, or is it coming from a flavor that is natural? I suppose that's what they are trying to sell you. The crude protein down here, if you look at it, it's 25%, which is not a massive amount. You want to aim for at least 30, or as close to 30, in my opinion, and that would be a good indication. But we'll carry on. We'll carry on. Let's look at this Neutro. I've never heard of this brand before. Neutro Natural Choice Chicken and Brown Rice. Again, this is for a senior dog and a small breed. But again, a lot of these dog foods will be very similar. The ingredients: chicken and chicken meal. Yes, I like chicken and chicken meal as first ingredients for a dog food. At the end of the day, our dogs are designed to eat meat, crunch bone, eat cartilage and liver and heart and all that stuff. Whole grain barley, not the best ingredient. Split peas, okay. Brewer's rice, no. Whole grain brown rice, natural flavor, chicken fat. These dog foods tend to be very similar. No, so far, all the dog foods we have reviewed aren't very good. They don't contain the most amazing ingredients. I mean, whole grain barley and peas and brewer's rice and brown rice and natural flavor, whole grain oatmeal, rice bran, they don't look or sound like very good ingredients. So this is something I would not like for my dog. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. How about this one? Pure Balance. We have Pure Balance. We have our wonderful, lovely Rottweiler there. I thought it was a Doberman, but no, it is a Rottweiler. I love Dobbies. They're the gentle giants. Ingredients: chicken and chicken meal. Yes, great. Chicken and chicken meal. Brown rice, brewer's rice, oatmeal, rice bran, chicken fat. Okay. The protein is 22%. So the ingredients are a tad better, but the crude protein is far too minimal. We are looking at 22% crude protein. Everything else, or everything aside from the 12%, 10%, and 6%, which you can see down the ingredients list, is pretty much carbohydrates. Dogs have a very hard time digesting carbohydrates. They don't have something called salivary amylase, which is the enzyme me and you have to break down carbohydrates. So let me explain that again. So me and you, whenever we eat rice or wheat or bread or whatever, we start digesting it in the mouth, breaking it down rather in the mouth. We eat rice or bread and we can break it down in the mouth. Dogs don't have that ability because they don't have this thing called amylase. Now they can digest some carbohydrates. They do secrete some amylase in the pancreas and kidneys, but a lot of dog diseases these days comes down to excessive amounts of carbohydrates. That's why I am so critical about overly refined carbohydrates, because everything converts into sugar in pet food, you see. So yeah, that's why. Let's carry on. Blue buffalo. Let's look at blue buffalo. Very popular dog food. This is the life protection formula. Chicken and brown rice. Let's look at the ingredients, my friends. Let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients are the ingredients. Where can we see the ingredients? Oh, well, let's scroll down and see what the ingredients are. No, let's see what the ingredients are. So deboned chicken. Deboned chicken is a step up from chicken meal, isn't it? It's chicken that has been deboned. I like that specificity whenever it comes to dog food, because now the manufacturer has to put deboned chicken in the recipe come hell or high water, because they have said so, and I like that very much. We then get into chicken meal, and brown rice, and oatmeal, and barley, and fish meal, chicken fat, flaxseed, natural flavor, pea starch, pea protein. So because the food doesn't contain enough protein, they have decided to add pea protein to the recipe to beef up the amount of protein you are getting in the food. And you can see here the pea protein and the peas and all the high glycemic carbohydrates here. We have brown rice, oatmeal, barley. We get some natural flavor, which again is very vague. So blue buffalo, what do we think about blue buffalo? Let me have a look at the crude protein, which could be a deciding factor. 26% seems a little low in my opinion. It's a little low. You are looking at what, 50-60% carbohydrates in the bag, 50-60% filler in the bag. A kilo of meat is always going to be more expensive than a kilo of wheat or a kilo of rice. So we want to be paying for meat, my friends. That's what we want to be paying for. Let's keep scrolling down and let's go down to maybe page number 3. And let's look at Jinx. Never heard of this one. Jinx salmon, brown rice, and sweet potato. What a cute husky here we have. The ingredients: salmon. Salmon is a great first ingredient. Source of omega-3s. It's anti-inflammatory. You can find, if your dog has atopic dermatitis or allergies, salmon tends to be a good protein to choose. Pearl barley is inflammatory, hard to digest for dogs. Ground peas, okay. Turkey meal, all right. Brown rice and chicken fat. So again, we then get into fish meal and oat groats and sweet potato and potato protein. The list of ingredients starts really well with salmon, but then we get turkey and we get we get chicken. Sorry. So if your dog is bad with chicken or allergic to chicken or whatever, and you think you are giving your dog a salmon-based recipe, you're not actually. You are also feeding them chicken or beef or whatever the case might be. That's why it's so important to read labels. Not a fan of Jinx, I'm afraid. Not a fan of Jinx at Gravy Train. Look at this. Look at this. What's this? So we have Gravy Train, Beef Classic, Beefy Classic, Carne de Res Classica. I feel like I'm in Argentina. Right. Okay. So let's look at some ingredients. Wow, the ingredients. Whoa, they can't even. We can't even see them. Hold on. So the ingredients are corn, soybean meal, meat and bone meal, wheat middlings, animal fat, animal digest, salt, sodium. Why put salt and sodium carboxymethylcellulose and calcium carbonate and wheat flour and caramel color? Caramel color. I mean, that is a big no-no, is it? Caramel in dog food. Come on, caramel color. Are they taking the mickey? What the hell is caramel color? I'm learning so much about dog foods I don't want to come in contact with for my own dog, really. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Let's look at others, because there's others here. We've reviewed Purina. We have reviewed Pedigree. Oh, what's this? Pure Balance. Oh, we've reviewed Pure Balance already. But this is the salmon and pea recipe. So these seems to be like a grain-free dog food. Now, grain-free is a bit of a... It doesn't mean anything anymore, unfortunately and sadly. Manufacturers started seeing that people who fed rice, wheat, barley, and all these grains had adverse reactions to the food their dogs did, and so they started eliminating grains. And so in the beginning, they would substitute a lot of grains, a lot of rice or a lot of wheat or whatever, for just a handful of sweet potatoes or a bit of some peas. But nowadays you can find grain-free foods with 50% sweet potato, 60% white potato. That's a high glycemic carbohydrate. Again, not the best. At the end of the day, I want to be paying for meat, not potato, not pea starch, which is grain-free, not potato or potato protein, and none of these things. So yeah, pea starch tends to be a very good one, and peas and a lot of legumes. Too many legumes is not good. Like, some legumes is okay. There's no dividing line, but 20% legumes is a lot better than 20% rice, and 40% legumes is not as good as a grain-free diet. So beware of grain-free, because it's not all that's cracked up to be. Anyway, so we have Pure Balance. The ingredients: salmon and salmon meal, yes. Dried peas, okay. Whole ground potato, what did I say? Poultry fat, quite unspecific. Pea protein, what did I say? Tapioca, again, it's a filler. Fish meal, whole flaxseed, dried carrot, salt, potassium chloride, yeast. This food is slightly better. I don't like the poultry fat, because again, if your dog has any sort of allergy, you might think you are giving your dog salmon, but you are giving your dog poultry fat, and that can be quail, it could be it could be duck, it could be chicken. We don't really know what poultry means, we have no idea. Fish meal, again, that's quite unspecific, but that food is slightly better. Let's go for some of the big guns here and go from the for the most pricier ones. Let's see. With core wellness, okay. Core wellness, raw revolution, I suppose. Let's the packaging looks great. 100% raw meat. I like that. Ingredients: deboned turkey, turkey meal, chicken meal, lentils, peas, dried ground potatoes, chicken fat, tomato, turkey liver, turkey hearts. Wow, salmon oil, natural chicken flavor. Okay. Spinach, broccoli, carrots, parsley, apples, blueberries. Yeah, I like that. I like this, I really do. There's a few things I'm not really a massive fan of, like lentils and peas and ground potatoes, but they do add liver and turkey hearts, and those tidbits are so beneficial to our dogs. It's unbelievable. Not only your dog needs chicken breast, but they need liver and cartilage and connective tissue and heart, and those are chock-a-block full of vitamins and minerals, and they are wonderful. I think I love this food. We don't really know how much it costs, but that's probably why, because it's expensive to make. It will be pretty expensive to make. Let's look at Purina Pro Plan. Purina Pro Plan is such a popular food. Purina Pro Plan. Chicken and rice formula. Again, I don't like rice in pet food because it's a source of cost cutting, in my opinion. So chicken is the first ingredient. That's good. Poultry byproduct meal. Okay, you've lost me there. We get rice, we get whole grain corn and corn protein meal and whole grain wheat and corn germ meal and vegetable oil, barley, fish meal, dried egg product, natural flavor. Again, this bag will set you back $80, and all you are paying for is poultry byproduct meals, a bit of chicken, and then we get into rice and corn protein meal and whole grain wheat and corn germ meal. This is not a food I would feed my dog. None of the Purina Pro Plan foods are suitable for dogs, in my opinion. They're not good at all. They're just not good. They're not good. I don't care what anyone says. I'm really sorry. They're just not appropriate. Chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul. Small bite. I like this packaging and everything. Really. Chicken, turkey, and brown rice recipe. Again, with the brown rice. What's with pet foods and brown rice, really? Right, the ingredients. Chicken and chicken meal, yes. Turkey meal, okay. Brown rice, peas. Fava beans, okay. Chicken fat, ground flaxseed, cracked pearl barley, egg product, potato protein, natural flavor, turkey, duck, salmon, sodium bisulfate, calcium carbonate, salt. It's slightly better than other atrocious foods we have seen. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. I'm not a fan of the natural flavor. Again, I am not a fan of brown rice or peas, and I'm not a fan of the crude protein, which again, I knew the crude protein wasn't going to be too high. It's 25%. I'd rather that crude protein be 35%. That would be a phenomenal amount of protein for a bag of food. But unfortunately, not many dog foods have it or achieve it. Let's look at Nature's Recipe, shall we? Nature's Recipe, grain-free. Again, chicken, potato and pumpkin. I like pumpkin in dog food. It has pretty good nutritional value. The ingredients are chicken and chicken meal, okay, sweet potatoes, okay, tapioca starch, okay, canola meal, not a fan, garbanzo beans, okay, peas, okay, chicken fat, okay, pumpkin, yes. So big pumpkin on the front, right? So the front we have chicken, sweet potato, and pumpkin. Yet the pumpkin is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, the ninth ingredient in the bag. Okay, natural flavor again, natural flavor. Not a fan at all. What do I think of this food? It's okay. It's. I suppose it's a budget brand. It's $50 for a 24 pound bag. It's okay. It's. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. It's okay. I can't hate it, but I don't love it either. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I suppose that it would depend on your budget, really. Let's look at this one. Wellness. Wellness, complete health, small breed, adult, deboned turkey, and oatmeal. Oatmeal is an interesting filler, interesting source of ingredients, really. Our ingredients: deboned turkey, yes. Chicken meal, okay. Salmon meal, yes. So first three ingredients are meat: deboned turkey, chicken meal, and salmon meal, yes. Oatmeal, okay. Ground brown rice and barley and chicken fat. Oats. So we have one, two, three sources of protein, okay. Oatmeal, one. Rice, two. Barley, three. And oats, four. So four meaty ingredients, four filler ingredients. 12-pound bag is $45. Um, it's expensive for what it is. It's expensive. It is expensive. Is it a good dog food? It's okay. Again, I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't know. It's just a bit. It's just not the best for the money, you know. Like they could be giving you so much more for the money, but they don't because Wow, look at this thing here. Gentle Giants, classic quality of life feast. Oh my god, look at this thing. This is unbelievable. Gentle Giants. Incredible. I love the packaging. It's so wild. It's really, really out there. It's so wild. I can't really see the ingredients. Wow. Let me look at the ingredients here. The ingredients. Instructions, feeding information, ingredients. Chicken meal, yes. Pearl barley, no. Brown rice, no. Oatmeal, no. Peas and chicken fat. Natural poultry flavor. Now I'm out. $80 for this pile of barley and brown rice and oatmeal and peas. No, thank you. Chicken meal is okay. Everything else, natural poultry flavor. What's natural poultry flavor? Let me ask you. You don't know. I don't know. They don't tell you. They just don't want to tell you. They haven't got a clue themselves. It just changes. Let's carry on looking at more recipes, shall we? Let's look. Hills. Let's look at hills. Let's look at hills. Hills. Veterinarian recommended. Science diets. Sensitive stomach and skin. We specialize in nutrition and we do not recommend any prescription dog foods or veterinarian recommended dog foods because most of them are complete rubbish. Let me explain to you why, right? Let's do this together, me and you. So we have a dog food that is for sensitive stomach and skin. So if your dog has a sensitive stomach, some sort of gut disorder, microbiome disorder, or skin pruritus dermatitis, which is the inflammation of the skin, you might be drawn to Hills because it has been veterinarian recommended. Now, the ingredients in Hills will be if we can get them, obviously. More details, more details. Brand, no. No. Where are the ingredients here? Oh, they're so I mean, I can't see the ingredients. I cannot see the ingredients. I am going to have to look for the ingredients myself. Right, okay. Let's look. There's a like a very cute Westie. There's a very cute Westie. There's a very cute Westie. This one. This the ingredients. The ingredients are chicken and chicken meal. That's okay. At least we know the it's chicken what we are feeding the dog. Yellow peas, okay. Cracked pearl barley, again. It's inflammatory. Not the best for dermatitis, pruritus. Brown rice again, and brewer's rice and whole grain sorghum. Egg product and chicken fat. Chicken liver flavor. There's pork liver flavor as well. There's potassium chloride. So we have chicken and chicken meal, and those are okay. And then we have a bunch of inflammatory ingredients like yellow peas, cracked pearl barley, brown rice, brewer's rice, whole grain sorghum, and egg product. Egg product is a bit unspecific in my opinion. You don't really know what egg product is. You know what eggs are: caged eggs, free range eggs. I don't know, but egg product, okay. Chicken liver flavor, lactic acid, pork liver flavor, not the actual liver, but the flavor. This is not the best dog food. It just really isn't. And this is probably going to do more harm than good. And we wean people off, not people, but dogs off of these foods, and we switch them to higher quality foods, and the dogs are so much better off. So much better off. Let's look at Diamond, shall we? Diamond puppy formula, but they will all be very, very similar. Let's see. More details. They don't want to give you the ingredients. Why don't they want to give you the ingredients? Ingredients, I see chicken byproduct meal, whole grain ground corn. I'm out. For $80, whole grain ground corn. No, thank you. Absolutely. Victor. Let's look at Victor Multi Pro. I like the look. Super premium dog food, whatever that means. What does super premium? Hey! Grain sorghum is the first ingredient, which is obviously not the best for our pets. Beef meal, which is okay. Chicken fat, okay. Chicken meal, okay. Pork meal. Dehydrated alfalfa meal. Yeast culture, natural flavor. Potassium chloride, carrot powder. The first ingredient should never be grain sorghum, and from there we can just and these reset you back. These retails for $120 or $75. That's a very expensive bag of sorghum. I'm not a fan. Let's look at Kirkland. Kirkland Signature healthy weight chicken and vegetable dog food. This is $67 with chicken and vegetables. Okay, save on your Costco purchase. Apparently, they say here, brand the ingredients: chicken and chicken broth. Okay, sweet potatoes. Yeah, peas, carrots, barley, oatmeal, chicken fat. I don't understand why there's so many non-meat ingredients in these dog foods. These are like $67. Like, it's not the cheapest, but they fill it with barley and oatmeal and peas and sweet potatoes. I don't know, fill it with meat, and I think people will even pay a bit more for better quality dog food. We have looked at Purina Pro Plan. We don't like it. I don't like it. If you like it, more power to you. More power to you. Let's look at Dr. Paul. Yeah, Dr. Paul. There he is. He's a vet, and look how happy he is. He's ecstatic. Look at him. There he is, and he says, People ask me all the time what my favorite animal is. That's easy. My favorite animals is a healthy animal. Wow. What a statement that is. Right, ingredients. Beef and beef meal, yes. Brown rice, okay. Pearl barley, okay. Oatmeal, okay. Peas and bacon fat. Potatoes, peas. So a vet has formulated a dog food with brown rice, pearl barley, oatmeal, peas, and bacon fat. Bacon fat? Come on. Come on. This is like Taco Bell sort of thing. You know, like we understand it's tasty, but it's not the best for you, is it? It just isn't. It really isn't. Not a fan. Not a fan of Dr. Paul. Never met you. But yeah. This is formulated for active dogs. Meat protein, no soy. Okay, let's have a look at the ingredients. The ingredients might be a bit elusive. No, they're not. Pork meal is the first ingredient. Okay, whole grain corn, soft wheat, chicken fat, chicken byproduct meal, rice bran, corn gluten meal, cereal food fines. I mean, these are all just horrible ingredients in my opinion. Apart from pork meal and chicken fat, everything else for $66. That's quite steep. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not. What do you feed? What should I be looking at? Because all I keep looking at. Let's look at some of the more expensive ones. Let's see if we can get some really good value for money from like $50 plus. $50. We've reviewed Pure Balance. We've reviewed a few of these. Nutrisource, whole grain beef. This is the Honest Kitchen. Okay, let's look at that one. The Honest Kitchen, natural human grade dehydrated dog food, beef and organic grains, £10, makes £40. Okay, makes £40 of stir up. So also you cook it or you make it at home, I suppose. That is the catch. So let's look at the ingredients. All the ingredients are dehydrated, so they've been dehydrated, you know, as a thingy says. Beef organic, oats organic, barley organic, flaxseed, potatoes, carrots, eggs, apples. Hold on a second. They want to charge you $100 for what? For oats and barley and flaxseed and a bit of like a bit of dehydrated meat, beef rather. What's the... Hold on, because I thought this was going to be a really good dog food, and I'm not a massive fan of it. What is the crude protein is 22.5. The moisture is 9.5. I don't think that's a very high protein dog food. The Honest Kitchen, this is a very expensive food for what it is. I'm out. I'm not a fan. I thought that was going to be phenomenal, and it isn't. It's just it's not very good. Let's look at others. Let's look at Kirkland. Have we looked at Kirkland? Look at this husky. Nature's Domain. Salmon and salmon meal, yes. Sweet potatoes, okay. Potatoes, okay. Peas and fish meal, canola oil. Pea flour, okay. Natural flavor. This is an okay food. This is an okay food. It's expensive for what it is, but it's an okay food. I can see myself sort of gravitating towards it. Would I buy it? I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm a bit torn really. Let's do a few more. Although all I seem to get are the same ones, because Walmart just wants to show me the same ones over and over, basically, and that's, you know, that's not something I am so keen on. Let's look at Caesar and yeah, let's look at Caesar. Caesar, small breed, filet mignon flavor. Look at those Look at that picture. That's a beautiful, that's a lovely looking dog. Let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients are beef and ground wheat and meat and bone meal and whole grain corn and brewer's rice and chicken byproduct meal and soybean meal and animal fat, corn protein meal, natural flavor. These ingredients are just not very good at all, are they? They're just not very good at all. What I'm seeing in Walmart is that you don't really get any phenomenal quality dog foods. You get okay dog foods, you get respectable dog foods, and then you get horrible dog foods. You don't seem to get any premium dog foods, and that might just be by default, or that might be down to my incompetence. I'll leave you to think and to comment below and let me know why I've done such a poor job at explaining some of these dog foods. These are some of the foods you can get at Walmart. It's not obviously exclusive. You get so many dog foods in Walmart, and these have just been a few ones. I hope that's helped. You need to look and assess and check very carefully what you are giving your dog. And if you really are into nutrition, you should follow our Q&As that we do every single week, and you should like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.